Good evening, everyone. Here in Abertaf, it's a bit cloudy. It's been raining a bit today, which has been great actually for the plants and the trees. They've enjoyed it. And the smell you get afterwards is wonderful. So I'm only going to do a short video today because I've got quite a lot of stuff to do on the laptop. And it's also because it's on and off raining as well, and I'm not really dressed for the rain at the moment, and I've got my cup of barley cup here so I'm just going to go for a little stroll and show you down the track. Me and Emmie spent a lot of time outside this morning. There's a little shot of our saplings that we potted up the other day. There's the honeysuckle. They're looking a bit sad obviously because we just dug them up, but they'll get there. So many ash trees. Look at these bees, they absolutely love this Himalayan balsam. Can you hear them? There's a bee in there. Huh? The bees absolutely love it. Which can only be a good thing in my book. Anyway, let's take you down the track. What was I saying? Me and Emmie spent quite a long time outside this morning, clearing the wall down here. And also I was out here last night until it got so dark I couldn't see in front of me anymore. And as it was quite funny because as it was getting darker, I was moving closer and closer to that street lamp so that I could see where I was gardening. Because it was quite a lovely evening out here last night. So I've been working away on this wall and it's really starting to look good, I think. I'm really pleased with it. Gone all along here. So, and I think I'd gotten to about here last time I showed you. And then I've uncovered all of these ferns along here. They're so pretty. All along here. All the way down. Needs a little bit of more work here because obviously there's all this dead grass here. And I think this is because it's not rained here hardly at all since we've lived here. Can't believe it. I'm pretty sure it's probably classed as a drought by now, but I don't know if it is. We don't have a TV and I don't listen to the radio, so I've got no idea what's going on in the world, quite frankly. But I'm pretty sure we must be in some kind of drought for there not to be hardly any rain in the last, gosh, what is it now, 5 weeks we've been here? And everything's starting to die back, so obviously something's occurring. I love barley cup. So nice. Barley cup with oat milk. I love it. So I've just got the corner here to do. There's some big tree stumps in there. I'm in two minds whether to lug them up into the back garden or Emmie's mud kitchen for Emmie to play with and have as like little tables or balancing on, or whether to leave them here, put them upright and make them into an honesty stall, because that's the plan ultimately, is for me to have an honesty stall down here where I can sell, at first it'll be plants, little plants like maybe the little trees, but also small strawberry plants and such things, maybe some jams and chutneys, and then eventually next year to grow produce, fruit and veg from. And there's quite a lot of honesty stores around here, and for those who have never heard of them before, it's like a stall that's unattended, and you just leave a little money box there and people take what they want from the stall and pay for it by putting money in the money box and working out their own change. And there's a lot of them around here and they're great actually. Most of them sell eggs, but there are a few that have little plants and things and vegetables and things, and it's such a lovely way to shop because you're supporting your neighbours and you're eating locally, so you're keeping your food miles down. It's mostly organic produce, happy hens. So yeah, it's all really great actually. It's a really lovely way to shop, and since we've been here we've been doing a lot of our shopping like that. We also support the whole food shops as well. There's a really good whole food shop in Crimich called Boy de Bede, and they're fantastic. We've been shopping there every week, and there's the most fantastic organic place just down the road. It's about, gosh, it's not even a 5-minute drive from here. We're so lucky to have it, and it's an honesty stall, but it's a shop, so I suppose it's an honesty shop where you go in and you can do your whole weekly shopping there. They've got fruit and veg, but they've also got pasta and rice and lentils and tins of things and teas and bars of chocolate, which are really nice. And you know, all that kind of, you know, your staples really. And you just go in, work out how much it comes to, leave your money there, or you can do a bank transfer. It's just fab, it really is. And of course it's 24 hours because there's no one tending to it. They've got no staff, well, no staff serving staff. Obviously the people who run it, they work really hard. They're really lovely people. I think it's Chris and Matthew and their daughter Anna. They work so hard, but it's just fab. It's just the best shop. It was such a good find, absolutely brilliant. So our cesspit problem remains. We still haven't found the cesspit, despite digging for hours last night. Both me and Jem were out here. We've given up on this site. It's really difficult, and it's almost inaccessible because the risk of falling down there is quite high, but also just the amount of ash that we've moved and we haven't found it yet. It's beginning to look like it probably isn't here. So we've turned our attention to the back of the house, which to be fair is where our plans say that the cesspit is. And we were out here last night, oh my god, for hours again, until it was, well, relatively dark. And again, I won't show you the manhole cover that's up, and I have to say it smells really bad around here, so this is going to be a really short little snippet here, but we're still digging in here. The pipes seem to lead into the shed, and we've also followed the pipe from the manhole cover, which I'm not showing you, and the pipe goes down the edge of that concrete. You can just see the pipe, the orange pipe in there, if you can see that. So we followed that all the way down to here, and it seems to go under the shed. So we're thinking it's in the shed, right? But let me tell you, you go in the shed, they've concreted it all. So does that mean they've concreted over the manhole cover that covers the cesspit? I really hope not. But unfortunately, it's looking like it could be what's happened. We have looked in the shed all over, and you can see that the floor is concreted. And it's been concreted in slabs at different times. So we moved all that, everything you can see we've moved. Couldn't find it. Then unfortunately we had to move our half a ton of coal. Luckily we got away with only moving the bags and the fridge, and can't find it anywhere. So where on earth is our cesspit? If anyone knows where our cesspit is, please let us know. We're now got to the point where we're contacting all of the sewerage companies around here to see if anyone remembers ever servicing this house and where the cesspit might be. So it's like looking for a needle in a haystack, but I'm still hopeful that we will eventually find it. Eventually. So I think that's all out here today. The only other thing I did today was I think I might have said already that I was going to make some curtains for underneath Emmie's bedroom area, just to make it a little bit more cosy, because that wooden frame is very functional, but it could be softer looking. So I bought a huge amount of muslin, which arrived a few days ago, and so now my intention is to dye it using plant dyes, and then I will sew them into curtains and hang them off of the edge of the bed structure, if that makes sense. So her little bit underneath the bed, underneath our bed, will become her bedroom, because it will have curtains on the front. I don't know if I've explained that very well, but you'll see what I mean when I've made it. Yeah, so today I cut one section of the muslin and I washed it, because I have a feeling that muslin shrinks a little bit on the first wash. I'm not sure if I'm right, but I did a test piece just because I wanted to test it before cutting all the muslin out, and then finding that it's the wrong size. So, done a test piece, and once it's dry tomorrow, I'll re-measure it and see if I got the measurements right, and then I can plough on ahead. But I am looking for suppliers of plant dyes. I had notions of just, doing it myself, but the only thing I have access to at the moment are onion skins, and Emmie's decided it would come out a kind of orangey brown, and Emmie's decided that she doesn't want an orangey brown, she would like more of a pinky red colour. So if anyone has any or has any resources, I mean, like, if anyone knows where I can buy some kind of ready pink plant dye, I'd be really interested to know who you could recommend. Somebody, who's quite ethical and just has plant dyes rather than like Dylon or anything like that, preferably. So yeah, looking forward to hearing if anybody knows of anywhere I can buy them. Just show you down here. This land is starting to come back to life. Look, there is greenery down here. And this is Japanese knotweed, and this is Himalayan balsam. And we were expecting those to come back. But look, we've also got nettles coming through. We've got dock leaves coming through. We've got this gorgeous plant that I can never remember the name of, which has beautiful pink flowers coming through. And so I think this poor land, look, there's a bramble there, is beginning to actually heal itself and come back to life again. So that is great. So we did a little bit of research to see how long it takes for glyphosate to come out of the soil again once it's been applied. And we just couldn't get any conclusive answers on it. Nobody seems to know. Some people say a few days, some people say a year, some people say a few years. But it's good to see that she's healing herself. And we keep coming down here just to check on her and see how she's doing. So hopefully well, who knows how long it's going to take, but slowly, slowly, she'll come back from it. And in the meantime, we're going to take the Japanese knotweed out by hand, and we'll probably burn it, I think. And we are starting to think about possibly putting our garden, our main garden down here, in terms of a polytunnel, a greenhouse, vegetable beds. But we're going to have to wait a while for this glyphosate to leach out of the soil. But it will be a lovely transformation once it has come out, and once this land has managed to regenerate itself, and we'll mulch it and give it lots of love. It'll be an amazing transformation to see it come back to life again. So it's nice to have these videos that we can look back on in years to come. Hopefully, I'm being a bit optimistic, but hopefully in a few years it'll be a working veg garden. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, back up the stairs, and then I think I'm going to wrap it up, guys, because I've got to get on. I've got to get indoors now and do some stuff on the laptop, and then no doubt we'll be out digging for cesspit gold once again. Oh, there's a metal thing there. I wonder what that used to be. Once upon a time. Looks like the hinge of a gate or something, doesn't it? Who knows? So, I'm going to love you and leave you. And in the meantime, if anybody knows where I can buy plant dyes, please let me know. Especially of the red-pink variety. Okay, good evening everyone. Bye.